How you guys doing? Doing some RV repair on my slide-in truck camper. A little bit more involved than I thought it would be. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start replacing the paneling. This stuff is really hard to get out. It's glued in there. And it looks like one point in time it was leaking up there. It don't look like it's leaking anymore. It's just wet from this point. And then there's nothing here. So hopefully that area fits from the previous owner. But it looks like what happened was there's a right here is area. If you see, this is mainly where it looks like it was coming from. There's fiberglass on the the back side that's cracked. So I want to say that's where it's coming from. But then again, I could be wrong. It could be coming from the window. It needs to be resealed. So I may do go ahead and take the window out and reseal it, because I gotta take the back side of the window off and screw it to replace the boarding here. And it kind of looks like from here it was coming down. This board right here is pretty soaked, so it looks like it starts right there. So I may go ahead and see if I could go ahead and take these. Oh, there's a staple right there. There's a staple right there, and right here, and let's go ahead and replace it all the way up. The aluminum framing in here, it doesn't look that bad. There's a couple rust spots on it, especially on the bottom right there. So I originally thought that the fiberglass on the outside was doing it, but it looks like the area is here, but it's not soft up here. So somewhere around here it's either leaking out, or it could be that the drains for the window are clogged and it's not draining. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the window out and replace the wooding here. And then right there, I don't know what happened there. It don't look like any water damage done. Whoever was in there before didn't fix it right, or they cut too big of a piece. But it looks like right there, the area there was kind of soft. I don't know if it's leaking. It's not really that soft. And then it looks like there was a little bit of leak somewhere here. So I don't know exactly what's going on with this camper. It's just, one of those things that overlooked and just trying to get it fits. But just trying to let it dry out the wood, or just go ahead and replace it. I don't think there's any supports right there in the middle. I haven't seen anything yet for the window, so, and I don't see nothing on the side there, so I don't know for sure exactly what holds this window in place, unless there's some kind of aluminum framing around there and it's just hold up from the top or something. I don't know what's going on with this thing, but just go ahead and rip all this out and let it dry out, and I'm gonna go ahead and replace the Luan. I believe it's Luan or underfloor, and I can't remember what the term is they use. I already got the piece here to replace that. And I'm not gonna go too far back past the door. There's a slab here, and I may go ahead and just come around here, and then here's a piece, and it looks like they left a little bit of it here. So, and then there's a little trim. It looks like a little trim right there that holds here. I may go ahead and replace this, because the bottom piece right there and fits it. Now, I did go ahead and fix this part right here. That piece is looking there, if you can see it. It's still coming through. I couldn't get it come back up, and if you look, oh, if you can, zoom in. No, it's not gonna want to zoom in. But right here, it looks like the framing detached. So I'm gonna go ahead and put another L-bracket like this up top, and to hold that in place, I'm gonna go put it here, and then go all the way up with it right here. So right here, not really for sure what to do right there. I don't even know what that is. It looks like plywood, and I don't know how far underneath it goes. I see the wood there, so it's like, do I cut it all out and replace it, or do I just go ahead and put a thin piece of wood there? There's nothing really that's there. The only thing I had there was like a little flashlight, and the screws came out pretty soft. So I just don't know how far in that way it goes. On the outside, there's really nothing there. And then with this camper, this is the bracket for the tie downs. I have no idea why they would put it right there for. Now, it was attached to this framing here, so I was thinking about maybe cutting this foam out here and going all the way down the framing with it. I don't know if that's a bad idea, or at least get a bigger piece, or either get a bigger piece of wood and have it come all the way here, because it looks like it's digging in. I haven't taken this wood off to see exactly what it's doing. Either move this down more, or to go into, when I take this wood, I'll go through the aluminum framing and do it like that. I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea. I do know Lance and Arctic Fox, it goes right through the framing. Arctic Fox is really good. They have an L bracket that goes from the up all the way to the jacks in the front and all the way underneath for extra support, and then they have a bracket for the tie downs. The same thing in the front. The previous owner had a it was just like this. I guess he had torque lift tie downs, and he just literally ripped it out of the frame. I redid it. I don't know how good it is. And then they moved the L bracket, or I hook, I think I want to call them, to the jacks, and they tied it down to that point. So I don't know. My old camper was right through the framing. That's why my old camper was. But then again, my old camper was wood framing. So this is like, it's kind of looks like it's half aluminum and then half wood. And then they had, for the decoration things here, I don't know where the hole went, but they didn't even, there's nothing here. So it was just held in by, looks like it was right there. They literally came right out. There's no framing here, nothing. I don't see nothing. Unless it's, tucked up inside there. But these things, I believe they suction together when you tighten the screws. The one I took out up there, it had a framing around it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get this done and hopefully get it patched up. I know it's just raining the next couple days. I did start sealing in the cracks on the outside that are leaking, and right here I don't feel it no more, but you'll feel a little bit of air here. I started spraying that with this Flex Seal stuff. It's just so cold here right now. It's not really even doing anything. It says best temperature is above 60 degrees, shake well. It hasn't been like that. It's been, I think right now with the wind chill it's 35 degrees. So that stuff is really not that good. It's just running. So, I mean, this is what happens when you don't take care of your campers, and You didn't look at the camper very good. I was just in a hurry to buy a camper, and it was a good deal, and it was a nice layout I had to it. I have the kids and all that stuff, so I do have the dinette up there. So the bunk goes here, and then the wall's right there. That don't look too bad. It's a little bit of rusted, the screws. So this paneling don't look that bad. It looks like it was leaking right here. So I do got the space heater kind of drying out. It's not really doing a good job. It doesn't put out that much air. The other propane, I don't have no propane in here to run the big heater in the camper. But I'll just get to finishing up, and I'll see what I find and see where I can find any holes at. It's kind of hard to see where anything's leaking from because you got that the styrofoam there for insulation. But I wouldn't say it was leaking in here. I don't feel no framing. The wall's kind of loose, so I don't know what's in there. I don't see nothing. But alright, let me do another update and see where I come. Hopefully I get it finished. I don't think I'm going to get it finished all today. I would have to go get the wood here. It comes like 2x3 or 3x2. Not for sure what that is. And then have to cut that out, and then hopefully it holds in place and get the new piece in there and then secure it. And then I don't know how to do the dinette. There has to be wood right here. This is what the bunk was. So, but I don't see no wooding up there. It looks like an aluminum piece up there or something. So I don't see nothing up there. So, unless I just go ahead and do some kind of different framing and go across here and then come all the way down and then cut the styrofoam out and just do like that for the bunk. I know it does have enough support here, right here, and then when it folds down it has little brackets that hold it in place too. But alright, let me get to finishing up, and I'll just update you guys a little bit later. If anybody's watching this, I'm trying to find out where to get this tape that goes here, unless I put some kind of trimming like this for the pieces joined together, because there's no wood right here that joins and glues together. And I'm not sure what to use the new paneling I got. There's a framing here on top, and that should be good enough to for the screws or whatever to hold in place, unless I get some kind of spray can glue and to spray the whole wall and put the paneling in place. Alright, see you guys later.